And so he will start drainage work at Drew Place, the end of Drew Place, on the 16th, and continue for approximately 3 to 4 months until that entire project is done. That project, again, carried forward from last year, comprises 3.1 miles of road reconstruction in the borough of Madison, which is a very good year on its own merits. And so South Street, while it's not a large road, it's not a long road, it is a critical road because of the conditions of the pavement, the sidewalk, the curbing, and the drainage systems that really do need top attention for 2009. So I would encourage and recommend that we hold with South Street to move forward in Woodland Road for the reasons that we've talked about. I will include that during our discussions, the mill and overlay proposals, which totaled $896,000, were zeroed out for 2009. So we have no mill and overlay proposals for 2009. The reason being, as you look at the road conditions in general, whether they be road reconstruction or mill and overlay projects, it seems to me the mill and overlays that are being proposed here on program, the roads are in better condition than the roads that we are attempting to reconstruct through in 2009 in this budget. And I think the analysis that we went through was, do we take mill and overlay and spread and do more surface area of roads which are in less problematic condition, or do we concentrate on a single road which is in dire condition? And it was my conclusion that it would be better to take the dire road and take that out of the equation and try to push off a mill and overlay program which addresses a lot of fair condition roads for another year. And hoping that 2010 is a better year for us, we will push these roads forward to 2010.
Could you go back to the 850, what's in there? Maybe that would be helpful. Am I jumping your question?
Go ahead and I'll
No, under road reconstruction, where we jumped over the 850, just in terms of the 07 and 08, what roads are in there that we would be completing this year?
Okay.
If you know.
Well, I think I know.
I know you know.
If this 850 is respective of the Cifelli contract, which was a 2008 road program, the roads that are included in that program are all of the Orchard, which is Drew Place, Strickland, Orchard. There's a little pocket park there that's going to be reconstructed and regraded. James, Midwood, the end of Prospect, which connects to Midwood. Midwood runs around to Harwood. Harwood itself is curbed, and so we're going to complete the curbing on Midwood through Harwood and up through Woodland Road. We are going to do Woodcliff, which was a water project last year, and we're going to do Loveland, which was on our list of to-dos last year. And again, Loveland is 1 block away from South, and they're in similar conditions, similar poor conditions. And so it's good to see that that project's already contracted and ready to be started. But again, and then Station Road also is part of that contract. So again, 3 miles of roads are already in contract and in progress, and that comprises, that 850 is an adjustment on a late year award to Cifelli General Contractors from last year.
And to reiterate, that's road reconstruction, not milling and overlay.
That's correct.
Picking up on that, John, just for the public edification, could you describe the difference between the two? I didn't know it either when I first started this. So
certainly. The mill and overlay projects are simply one of the nice things for the borough in terms of mill and overlay projects in the past 5 years is that there's a pre-bid contract through the County of Morris that allows us, without a great deal of effort and without a great deal of bidding, to identify roads that are high priority in terms of resurfacing, just the pavement, no curbing, no sidewalk, no drainage, no water lines, nothing else. Just the pavement resurfacing. That's what we call a mill and overlay project, because they bring a large milling machine in to rough the pavement, and then they resurface it with new super pave from the quarry. And it's a fairly simple, cost-effective, and time-efficient way of getting roads done. And quite honestly, I think with 5 miles completed last year, in terms of mill and overlay projects, we got a tremendous bargain and a tremendous amount of work done for the borough of Madison, to the extent that the mill and overlay projects we've identified for this year aren't anywhere near as needy as the ones that we identified last year. So we've made a lot of progress with those contracts. The reconstructions are then projects which include a fair amount of design work, because plans and specifications have to be developed and bid. Curb lines change, sidewalks change, elevations change. Drainage projects are usually extended as part of the reconstruction projects, and where water lines or gas lines have to be interrupted, crossed, or conflicts removed, we do that during the reconstruction process as well. So it's far more complicated, far more time consuming, and far more expensive to accomplish. However, there are certain roads that rise to the level of needing that reconstruction, and so we really have no choice. So that's where we are.
So, a couple of things I wanted to.
Is that brief?
Yeah.
I have a question.
But it's typical with the road project. It's not usually what's in here, but what's not in here that is the issue, because backed up behind this list of roads is what was on the list for 2010, 2011. So we do push things out to the future, but this is a tough year, so that's why we have to do that. A question on some of these, like Pomeroy, which is after the water work, and also Brook Lake. Is there still a return on coming back and taking care of at least where the water line went in? Is that?
Yes, there is.
So
we have, the performance bond is now done for Martina and Son, who did both Brook Lake Road and Pomeroy Road. There is a maintenance bond in place currently, which we can draw down on ourselves or ask the contractor to go out and do what he's contracted to do in terms of surface repair guarantees through the maintenance bond. Also, there is a final payment, since that contract was also accomplished fairly late in the season last year. There's a final payment that's still on for Monday, which before the check goes out, you're always in your best negotiating position right then and there to ask them to come out and resurface that road. And I was at Pomeroy today to take another look at it, and I see that there's a good portion of that road down closest to Prospect Street, which really needs the top.
Yeah,
Well, they're big ruts.
Yeah.
Ruts.
I mean, it's a very difficult road to transfer, so people are going in and out, and it's going to be a hazard for pedestrians as well as other cars coming. So they would be responsible for taking care of the ruts and the holes?
Where the
Is that
water
what you're saying?
line work was done.
Where the
If it
water
was-
Where the
line-
water line work was done, they were responsible for
Yeah,
it,
but
without
it's-
question.
I think there are some other ruts in there that are not water line related possibly, but that's another,
I mean, it's-
and the Brook Lake issue is, when we tackle that, we've got to coordinate with Chatham anyway. Is that correct? For Brook Lake, would that be a split?
No, we don't split the responsibilities there. I think we can do that with the paving, when we ultimately get to the paving portion of that. They will share the cost with us
Okay, right,
down the
that's
center
right.
of Brook Lake Road. Yes, they will. But still, the general contractor who had done the water
Yeah,
line
that's
work
what
there is responsible for the trenches for a year after the project is
Yeah,
complete.
that's right, yeah, two separate things.
Oh, thank you. What part of Woodland Road are you doing?
Woodland Road is the state aid project that we submitted on last year. The state aid project runs from Barnesdale up to the Garfield-Delwood intersection.
And what are you proposing to do from Sampson to Barnesdale
From Sampson
on Woodland Road?
to Barnesdale, there is a sidewalk that's been put in proposed form on the design plans.
Where?
Side of the road, which is
We had a special
across
meeting.
from the last
That's
section
what I
of
was gonna
sidewalk
ask.
that
There
we
was a
left
special-
off.
No,
The
we had-
sidewalk, our functional equivalent of the bridge to nowhere.
Which caused
Okay.
And this
Some
was,
problems.
So that would be
this was shared
continued.
with we did a meeting
Public
on this
meeting.
and shared the.
we did do a meeting, we could
That's
do
what I was-
another one, we
Yeah.
have time.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know, whether there had been a public meeting.
Yeah.